Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back today for another Alliance War video. This is war number 3 for season 22. As you can see, we are boosted up. It's actually very late into this war already. About 7 hours have already elapsed, and I haven't done any fights yet. I just joined, waited for my energy to get up because I'm going to be able to do every single one of my fights except for one right now on these boosts. So, up first, we have a 6-star rank 3 Annihilus, which, can be a little bit scary, but I've actually gotten really good at fighting Annihilus. I've practiced against this dude so much, fought him so many times, that I'm really not worried at all. I can bait his special ones, I can get easy openings, can intercept him no problem, and also with Dr. Doom, man, it just makes it that much easier. Dr. Doom's a tank, so even if I do screw up, I know I'm not going to die. Gotta love Dr. Doom. I just want to build up to my special 3. I used special 1 just to nullify his rod and try to get a little bit of power steal going, but yeah, I really just need to build up to my special 3, and then this fight will be under control. So this node has, I think it's called Steady Build Up Fury, where once I get 3 debuffs, he gets a passive Fury effect, which does not matter. It's completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter if he has 100 of those, as long as I don't take any block damage. It literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if his Furies would one-shot me through a block. As long as he doesn't touch me, I don't care how much attack he has, right? And now I got him right where I want him. We got him into the Doom cycle, and we're just going to lock it down. So we're going to go medium, medium, triple light, double medium, special 1 into our special 2, and that's lights out for Annihilus. He didn't touch my block a single time. Finished with the full yellow bar. So that's about as clean as that fight could go. I was really happy with that. I was like, dang. Looking at my health, I was like, dang, okay. Pretty good start to this war. Next up here, we have an Ebony Maw with Heavy Hitter. So we're going to be going in here with Human Torch. So Heavy Hitter is slightly annoying. The whole thing with Maw is that, most people aren't able to reliably parry him, which is why they put him here, because the Heavy Hitter makes it so that you can't bait out heavy attacks, can't parry, it limits your ways of dealing damage to Maw. You see, I'm going to throw my special 1 here just because I don't want him to steal my power. And yeah, we're going to finish this fight with another full yellow bar. The Falter healed us up a little bit. No pre-fight there, and we just melted that Maw. It was ridiculous. So first 2 fights, finishing full yellow bar. I'm like, all right, this is going pretty well. It's going pretty well. Next up here, we have the Encroaching Stun node with a rank 3 long shot. So encroaching stun's always a little bit scary. I haven't taken this fight that many times. I don't know if I've ever taken it in season. I've taken it in the off season, but I'm not worried. It's a mystic. I'm using Human Torch. There's not a whole lot to worry about here. I just got to make sure I don't get stunned. So we get pushed into Flame On, which is great. We're absolutely melting this guy. Gonna bait out the special 1. I'm just gonna block it. He throws another one because of the power reserve. I get hit by it. And you see, I'm just going to throw my special 1. I'm not near him. It doesn't connect. Doesn't matter. I just don't want to get stunned by the encroaching stun. Do a 3-hit combo, throw more special, and he's dead. We took a little bit of damage from that special 1, but it's all good. No worries. And now we move up to our next fight, but we're not going to go in quite yet because Ludum Taters is backing me up here. He's my taxi, and he's got pre-fights to place for me. So Taters is the homie. So he comes into this Modok, he applies Guidance with the White Magneto. So this fight has Spite and Powerful from Afar. It's a Modok with Stubborn. Originally, I was assigned Dr. Doom for this fight, and it was pretty much like parry, heavy, that sort of thing, to nullify the Power from Afar power gain. But I was like, yo, I think Void would be fine here, and just pretty much use primarily heavy attacks. And Taylor was like, sure, if you think that's the way to go. I was like, all right. So going in here, and it's heavy attacks. Heavy attacks is the way. I want to play very slow at the start here and just focus on baiting out special 1s until we start to get Petrify active. So I don't want to have Dexterity on me because that activates the Spite. So I'm going to try to get rid of the Dexterity as soon as I can. Here I'm going to go for a little special heavy into special 1 combo. Still no Petrify. We're 3 debuffs in, 4 debuffs in. That's literally the worst possible RNG you could get. But now there's only 2 possible combinations of debuffs that we can get. It's either Petrify or Petrify. So we're guaranteed to get one of these stupid Petrifies up here. So finally get one, which is nice. Here I want to get off my special 1, but unfortunately, okay, yeah, he did not block it. It was close. I timed that well. So now I have 2 petrifies. Now all the power gain is just neutralized. There's basically just no passive power gain on this fight. And actually, now that we have another petrify, it's actually going to reverse power gain. So that's cool. And you see, I'm just going to be an absolute savage and spam heavy attacks in the corner. I don't necessarily recommend doing this because if they have stand your ground, it can mess you up. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm going for it, man. I'm not worried. If I get auto blocked or stand your ground resisted, parried, I take a combo, whatever. I'm not going to die to it. I'm really not worried. And it didn't happen, so. Next fight here is a Dr. Doom. We got 3 pre-fight abilities placed. Aspect of Evolution, Kinetic Transference, rank 3 Doom. We're going in here with Torch. We're activating the pre-fight ability. This is a beefy Doom. This is a fake Legacy's Doom as well. We're facing a new nation. I forgot to mention that. These guys are war rivals pretty much. So yeah, it's the fake Legacy's 693 Doom. It's my rank 3 Torch. Should be an interesting fight. So, you know, at the start, I'm looking at this power and I'm like, holy crap, man. This is a lot of power gain. The stubborn's annoying. So I'm going to bait out this first special 1. And then you can see he has Mystic Dispersion, obviously. And look, I bait out a special 1 and he already had a bar and a half again. So I eat that special 1. That was not on purpose. But, you know, Dr. Doom's special 1 really doesn't do much damage here. I eat another special 1. I'd like to say that was on purpose, but again, it wasn't. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So yeah, we're eating these special 1s to the face here. I'm going to go for a reparry into special 2, and this dude's dead. So, you know, we ate 2 special 1s to the face on accident, but it literally doesn't matter. It's actually, in hindsight, that was actually a good thing because his power gain was pretty crazy in that fight. So it ended up being a good thing. That was the last fight I needed Human Torch for anyways, so the block damage doesn't matter. I'm not going to have to even use potions or anything like that. So in the end, it was actually a brilliant move. I just didn't mean to, but yeah, so that's great. And Tater said he was a little bit worried about that fight. That's why he had so many pre-fights applied on as well, but it went good. So next up here we have a Phoenix mini boss here. This looks like a prestige rank up. Oh man, that's gross. Rank 3 Phoenix. Not a fan. Would not do it. Coming from a guy with Sig 80 Natural Phoenix and 2 Cosmic Catalysts, I wouldn't do it. So with this node, basically, it has Vigorous Assault. So basically the hope on this placement, I guess, is for when you kill Phoenix, you know, she's going to get that regen. She can catch you off guard with it, and she'll be unblockable due to the Vigorous Assault. I guess that's the whole point of this placement. But we're going to get into the Doom cycle here, and once we do that, this fight will be locked down until we get her to like 5%. There's really nothing to worry about, but once we do kill her, we need to be careful. So I'm keeping that in mind. I'm going to go for a special 1 here, nullify some of her Furies. I was debating, I'm like, what should I do here? Should I go for another special 3 Doom cycle? I'm like, let's do it. So I go for another special 3. I could have just dropped a special 2. Maybe that would have been the way to go. In most fights, I prefer to go for double special 2s, get 2 Furies, and, you know, just special 3s do good damage in and of themselves. I'm like, all right, she doesn't have enough health for me to Doom cycle, so I'm just going to chill, take it nice and slow. Bait out a special 2 here. I hit her 2 times, and she's at 1%. I'm like, okay, let's parry heavy. We stagger the regen, and she dies. So that was perfect. I wasn't even really trying to do that, to be honest, but yeah, that was perfect. They didn't even have to worry about the Vigorous Assault, and she just died to my shock that was applied. So that was great. It got through all those fights on the first set of boosts, but I had to wait until, you know, everyone else cleared section 2 and cleared these mini bosses, so I had to boost up again. I still had that health boost on though. I spent 30 units on a 6-hour one. I'm gonna throw on a combat regen boost. We got 3 more pre-fights on this one. Shout out to TJ and Taters for placing those for me. And we're going here with Void. You guys know the drill. Another thing boss. This one's rank 3. So I'm gonna going into this fight, I'm like, all right, let me replicate the thing boss fight I had before, because the last thing boss fight that I had has got to be the cleanest one I've ever had personally, and probably one of the cleanest I've ever seen. And I kept those Mr. Fantastic pre-fight debuffs for almost 2 minutes. It was crazy. So I was like, all right, let me just do that again. But now watch this. Thing doesn't throw a special. He just does not want to throw the special. So my Mr. Fantastic pre-fight debuffs just completely fall off. I'm like, well, there goes that strategy. I could still do it, like 5 combo heavy to get him to 8, and then full combo special 1 to get him to 15, but it doesn't feel right without those Mr. Fantastic debuffs. So here again, he's just not wanting to throw that special. He gets me all the way up against the wall. Luckily, not luckily, thankfully, I have a lot of practice evading that special. There, I was going to hit him on his block to back him off, to push him back, but he came at me, so I ended up intercepting him. Right here, this is the most critical part of the fight. He gets me locked against the wall. He throws a heavy. I cannot evade things heavy against the wall, so I ate it to the face. He smashes my block, but instead of going for another heavy, he did a 5-hit combo into my block. He was at 12, I think it was 12 rock stacks, so I went for 1 hit and into special 1 to get him to 15 to push him back. And that was the most critical part of this fight. If I screwed that up, I would have been toast. Or if he threw another heavy, I probably would have been toast. But now we're still not out of the clear yet. We're just fighting our way out of this wall, man. Our back is up, literally up against the wall here, and we got to fight our way out of it. So I'm trying my best here. Trying to push him back with some blocked hits. Here I hit him on the block a bunch, really push him back, which is nice. But I got to bait another special. I'm just hoping he throws this one. This thing just, he just didn't like to throw those specials, which makes the fight much more difficult. But we're okay. Things are kind of under control here. Throw my special 2 to push him back a bit. And his block again, just to keep pushing him back. Thankfully here he does throw the special 2, which is great. Hit him with a full 5-hit combo here. He's not quite at the special 1, so I need to hit his block a few times, which is good to also push him back. He throws a heavy, not what I want, but he holds his block. Push him back, another 4-hit combo into that block. Bait the rock stacks, bait the special. We're okay. Everything's okay. We're back under control. We're not right up against the wall anymore, which is nice. Here, gonna go for a 3-hit combo into special 1, a 3-hit combo on his block, just to get those rock stacks up. And I'm starting to be able to breathe here, because at this point, I'm still deathless in the season. And once I started getting hit when I was back against the wall, I was like, dude, is this seriously how the deathless streak is going to end right here? So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm finally able to breathe. All right, I'm finally able to relax. We got this. We're almost there. Let's just finish strong here. One more combo. And we get thing down, bro. That started. We spent the first 2 minutes of this fight with our back against the wall. But we made it back. Definitely not even close to as clean as the last thing boss was. But, hey, man. We got it done all the same. As you can see right here, boom. 50 kills for our battle group. 0 deaths. A perfect clear, which is pretty crazy, man. My entire battle group did not die this war against Newn Nation. I also didn't use a single item this war, which is also pretty cool. We did use boosts, and here's what Tater is saying. I don't even know what he said. The game blocked it. But the crazy thing, man, is we tied. We tied. Oh my god. This war, we were losing pretty much the whole way through. I went to bed, and then I wake up and I see that we tied. And apparently we had 2 more deaths than them at the end, and then they died twice to, I think it was Karate Mike's Dr. Doom or something like that. And they tied it. So it was an extremely close war. Both sides died only 8 times. Ties suck though, man, because neither alliance gets really rewarded for a tie. It basically feels like both alliances lost. It's I don't know. Tying is one of the dumbest things in this game. Kabam needs to change how a tie works. I don't know. It's really dumb, I think. But yeah, so 8 deaths in total. But like I said, BG3 in my alliance, we didn't die a single time, which is crazy. I think that's the 3rd time we've done that now, which is it's really impressive. It's really difficult to pull off 10 players getting a no-death war. Everybody has off days, off fights. So many things can just go wrong. So it's pretty crazy for it to happen. And it's big thanks to Taters for all of his planning. So here are now the stats for the third war, so we tied New Nation. But hey, at least we didn't lose to them. I'm pretty sure we lost to them like every time we've fought them, as long as I've been at 4Loki. So hey, at least we didn't lose, I guess. I'd rather tie them than lose to them, because if we're not getting points, I'd rather they don't get points either. You know, we're both top 3 alliances, so in the end of the season, it could come down to us both shooting for that 3rd spot. So at the end of the day, I'd rather tie them than lose to them. Yeah, so we're at 23 kills now for this season. Still 0 deaths. Still got that Deathless streak going, man. 100% solo rate feels great. We're up to 33 power rating. Our fight difficulty is a 1.33, which is pretty difficult fights because we're fighting the bosses. We're 3 for 3 on boss solos so far, which is awesome, man. Hopefully I can keep soloing these bosses. I love when it's Thing or a Mystic that I can take with Torch. And overall, we are still first in BG3 and 4Loki overall in power rating. So this season is going perfectly so far, man. If we can keep this up, only 9 more wars to go. Still a long way to go, but really good start. So yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Drop a like for the Deathless streak to continue. A little bit of a close call thing, but we managed to scrape through it. But yeah, that's going to do it for this war. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. Peace out.